Welcome to the top SSA tournament guilds in SSA 2022. If you're new here, don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell icon for more future videos. Missed the top 10 guilds of 2021? Watch that on the top right. Alright, then let's get started. Number 10. Black Blood. This guild has seen a massive increase in popularity in recent tournaments, surprising a lot of viewers during their Acer Mastermind spell. Black Blood started dominating some of the bigger guilds in certain gunfights and finishing top 5 in a few of their rounds during Mastermind, as well as a few other smaller tournaments. They were not present in Master League, but this guild has come with a huge bang when Mastermind started and still shows signs of brilliant gameplay and tactical awareness. However, in recent games, they have shown a decline in performance, and thus making them our number 10. Number 9. Legacy. Legacy is one of the oldest guilds on this list and compete in almost every tournament. Their gameplay is fantastic to watch, especially when their top players like Deku start to clutch. They are led by a great female leader, Audie J, and that leadership shows within the team's gameplay as well. During Mastermind and Master League, Legacy has gotten a few victories and always looked dangerous. However, their worst downfall is their landing spot, especially in Bermuda, which means they are always getting into early fights in third parties. Thus us putting Legacy in our number 9 spot. Number 8. XX Esports. Previously known as Omega. This guild is one of the oldest guilds in SSA server and led by Snow, always competing in open map tournaments as well as 4v4 tournaments. They have been showing really great teamwork and individual brilliance in recent games, and thus is thanks to Snow's rebuilding of the squad. XX Esports, however, were not doing very well before Snow did the rebuilding of her squad, whereas they used to always fall out the tournaments early, but now they are really starting to dominate, and the maturity of the team shows with the leadership of Karmer showing through his teammates' gameplay. XX Esports is definitely no stranger to tournaments, getting some victories in Masterming as well as doing good in other smaller tournaments. However, they fell short in the ACGL tournament and thus them been placed at number 8. Number 7. Crimson Myth. Another long-standing guild which is no stranger to tournaments. The guild, which is led by CM Corrido, is very competitive and has that never back down attitude, competing in tournaments like Mastermind, Master League, ACGL, and many more. Their team, just like XX Esports, also had to go through a rebuilding process as they lacked the depth in the squad to dominate. However, due to recent performances, their team is looking like a champion team with great link up between the players. Always know where the zone is going to be, thus making them one of the greatest zone readers. However, they need to work on their final play. They still have a lot to do to pull off an upset in the big tournaments, so we will be keeping an eye out for future performances, thus putting them at number 7. Number 6. Lost Army. Lost Army was one of the surprising standout guilds, coming through unexpectedly and started to dominate straight away, getting victories left, right, and center. Originally created by the legend tournament player L2K, Lost Army dominated many tournaments and taking out squads with ease. However, with the departure of L2K, Lost Army are struggling to grab that spark that many guilds once feared, thus putting them at number 6. Number 5. Grim Reapers. Grim Reapers has improved the most out of this top 10 list. Recently, they have been dominating squad situations in each map regardless of position or ID. They are only 3 in a team. Their dominance in ACGL was astonishing to watch, especially in the qualifying stages, with players like the Grim mostly carrying his team. It's easy to see that his teammates are following in his footsteps. Their other player YOLO is also one to watch, as his performances in open map has increased dramatically. However, Grim Reapers still need to find that winning touch and momentum to consistently deliver those performances, thus putting them at our number 5. Number 4. Gunsmokers. Gunsmokers are known for their domination when it comes to tournaments and pulling through when it counts. Consistently fighting in the top 3 spot for the title. Lead by their leader GS Rue. Their teamwork is one of the best in the SSA server. When pushing enemy squads, it is almost guaranteed that they will come out on top of that fight. Gunsmokers has won many tournaments including Master League and Mastermind respectively. Nicknamed the Flying Angels due to their fast air flying on the maps, as this team never stays still. However, Gunsmokers has seen a slight decrease in performance, especially in SCGL, with them just barely scrapping through to make the semi-finals and also falling behind in the finals to push for the title. If Gunsmokers can get their first main team back up and working together like they had in the past, they can easily become even more dangerous than any other team on this list. Number 3. Ghost Army. Ghost Army has never competed in Mastermind or Master League, however the Y dominate every tournament in Mozambique. Also giving OPW a run for their money in the ACGL tournament. Ghost Army is like Gunsmokers but on steroids. Always getting into gunfights and always coming out tops. Taking out OPW in a 4-on-4 in the ACGL tournament like it was easy for them. This is one guild that you don't want to miss with. Playing with the same set of players since the EU days, it's easy to see why their teamwork is so amazing. However, they still need to show themselves in the bigger tournaments in order to climb the ranks for us. Thus putting them in number 3. Number 2. Kina Esports. Kina Esports is one of the guilds that stays consistent in every tournament when it comes to positions. Always finishing in the top 3 of every tournament besides ACGL where they came 4th. Kina has won Master League as well as Mastermind and also the Bondar scrims in more than one occasion. Lead by the team captain Replay. Kina is one of the more focus on rotation type team and wait for the opportunity to strike. Always averaging at least 3 victories in each tournament. The team behind this guild is certainly not one to push over. When it comes to 4v4, Kina Esports has won several of these tournaments and coming second in only 2. Thus giving them a well-rounded 4v4 and open map selection of players. However, they do seem to struggle when it comes to the last few games of a tournament and letting their guard down too easy. Thus putting them in number 2. Number 1. OPW. OPW has won several back-to-back tournaments including the Mozambique Leagues, Night Leagues, Mastermind, Master League, 4v4 tournament and more recently the ACGL tournament. Finishing first place, and not just so, but dominating in all these as well. OPW is by far the best team when it comes to open map tournaments in SSA server by a mile. Led by their leader OPW Snipe. He leads his team to 90% of victories in tournaments, and when it comes to zone reading, this guild by far outsmarts any guild in this server. If you find yourself in a fight with this guild, you are guaranteed to lose the battle with their long-range dominance and swift close range. OPW stays consistent, and if they see themselves not winning a tournament, you can be guaranteed they finished second. Currently a well-worthy guild to even rival the other server teams in tournaments, and thus giving them the number 1 spot for the 2nd year in a row.